I know a lot about overtime. I'd hated to give overtime. I used to hate to pay overtime. When I was in the private sectors, they say, oh, I don't want overtime. I shouldn't tell you this. I'd go out and get other people and let them work regular time. I used to hate to pay overtime, Troy. Oh, I used to hate to pay overtime.
Yeah. I mean, what else do you expect? I mean, it's,
Not surprised. He leaves me speechless most of the time.
It's insane watching that over and over again. I mean, the things that he says out loud, people used to whisper in back rooms. This scab-ass bastard trying to take our overtime.
Any worker, union or non-union, should be offended by that.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and imagine clocking in, putting in the hard hours day after day, knowing that overtime pay is the only thing helping you stay ahead. Now imagine a world where that extra pay is gone. Not because the company is struggling, not because there's a national crisis, but because Donald Trump and his Project 2025 are dead set on taking it away.
Trump says he's going to cut taxes on overtime, but they're really just going to cut overtime.
I don't understand why people are falling for this rhetoric.
It's not like it's free money. I'm putting in the work. It's overtime. Pay me what I'm due.
Pretty easy to see right through it. Yeah, I mean, it's more of the same.
Trying to take the things that we've worked so hard for the past generations. It ain't going to work. We're going to take this, and we're going to take it hard. We're going to fight.
Union members and working Americans across the country are furious, and they have every right to be. This isn't just another policy idea. It's an outright attack on the American worker, aimed at dismantling the rights unions have fought decades to secure. Trump stands on stage smirking and brags about how much he hated paying overtime. I hated to give overtime. I hated it. I shouldn't say this, but I'd get other people in. I wouldn't pay. That's what he said.
I know a lot about overtime. I'd hated to give overtime. I hated it.
That's a direct quote from the man who claims to stand up for the little guy. But ask any union worker what they think, and you'll get the real story.
Hi, my name is Donya Ferdinandson with UAW Local 14 of Toledo, Ohio. I am an 18-year UAW member in good standing. I'm making this video in response to Trump's statement that auto workers just assemble parts out of a box. I challenge you, Trump, to one full 12-hour day in any auto assembly plant. I want to see you assemble parts out of a box for 12 hours. Until you accept and complete this challenge, until you actually work a manual labor job, you keep the name of the UAW out of your mouth. Solidarity, y'all.
Trump has shown time and time again that he sees workers as expendable, tools to exploit for his profit. This is no secret. It's his business model. In the 1980s, Trump used non-union, undocumented Polish workers to build Trump Tower. Those men worked 12-hour shifts in dangerous conditions without basic protections, and he paid them next to nothing. And when he had to hire union workers, he tried to short them on their pensions and health benefits, forcing them to go to court just to get what they were owed. This is who Trump is. It's who he's always been, a man who sees labor as cheap and workers as disposable. Now he's pushing Project 2025, a plan that isn't just about scaling back government, but gutting worker protections across the board. This isn't about making government efficient. It's about tearing down every safeguard that protects workers from corporate exploitation. They're coming for overtime pay. They're coming for union power. And they're coming for every single protection that keeps workers safe and fairly compensated. But Trump isn't alone in this. He's got a cheering section of billionaires from Elon Musk to Jeff Bezos, all ready to rake in the profits when protections are stripped away. They want a workforce that's too scared to speak up, too broke to push back, and too exhausted to fight for their rights. Musk, who's fought tooth and nail to keep unions out of his factories, stands to gain massively if Project 2025 goes through. For him and his billionaire buddies, it's a free pass to exploit without fear of regulation. And let's get real about what this means for the workers. If Project 2025 eliminates overtime protections, 8.2 million low-income workers could lose their right to overtime pay. That's $1.2 billion in unpaid labor each year going straight into the pockets of the CEOs. And who suffers the most? It's not the wealthy. It's the single parents, the folks working 2 or 3 jobs, the people who rely on that overtime pay for rent, to put food on the table, and to keep the lights on. And union members? For decades, unions have fought to make sure that workers have a voice. that they're protected and that their rights are respected. They fought for fair pay, safe working conditions, and the right to organize. Project 2025 wants to wipe away in one fell swoop all of that. And it's an assault on every worker, driven by the same wealthy elites who have always seen labor as something to exploit, not respect. And here's the kicker. Trump and his allies aren't even trying to hide it. They plan outlies a full-scale attack on OSHA, the very organization that protects workers from hazardous conditions. Imagine a workplace where safety isn't regulated, where companies can cut corners without consequence. And let's not forget, Trump's rhetoric isn't just about policy. It's about creating a culture that normalizes the exploitation of workers. When he stands there and says he hated paying overtime, he's sending a message that your hard work doesn't matter, that your time isn't valuable. And if Project 2025 succeeds, that attitude will become the law of the land. Imagine an America where unions are weakened, where workers are told to take whatever scraps they're given, and where CEOs are handed the keys to exploit without oversight. This isn't about efficiency, and it's certainly not about making America great again. Let's call it what it is, an all-out assault on American workers, a betrayal of every promise made to the working class, and a handout to the billionaire elite. Trump likes to talk tough, likes to play the role of a working man's champion, but in reality, he's no champion of the working class. He is the wolf in sheep's clothing, the billionaire who can't stand the idea of paying an extra dollar for your hard work. So here's the choice. Stand by while your rights are stripped away, or fight back. Fight for your right to fair pay, to safe working conditions, to be treated with the respect every worker deserves. Let's remember, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Trump has shown us who he is, a man who despises paying for labor, who sees workers as tools, not people. And Project 2025, it's his playbook, his blueprint for a world where billionaires thrive and workers are left to fend for scraps. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.